Maybe I should try discussing this with Aokan. Oh, hello. Who is this girl? Maybe I've met her before somewhere? Oh, I don't like this. Is Renee going to get jealous? Raina, I mean. Oh, well. Why is this kid being so casual? Have we met before? Was she the girl on the broadcasting committee who set up my mic when I addressed the school assembly? No, it's not her. That girl was taller and had short hair. Then who's this? Yes, come in. Welcome back. How was it? Oh, Miss Oh, the names. Arisaka, what's up? Well, how about you sit down first and I'll pour you some tea. Is that okay? Which would you prefer, miss? What's the matter? Huh? No, it's mostly Chris who takes on anything secretarial. Hey, Mirisaki, didn't you tell her? You cheeky. Mirisaki! Did you make it clear with Mr. Saraki who you were? She's a... Oh, what is it? I can't remember. You know, you change your appearance. Oh, what's the word? No, you don't get it. Fine, just get changed. Take off your makeup and fix your hair. Oh, what's the word? Undercover agent. Just leave it. Nope, that's the only one. The one and only. Oh, there we go. Today's job involved mingling with some big shots at a symposium. That's why it's go in that outfit. Basically, it's an annual discussion about what new equipment to use and who will take responsibility for any students we put in the field, even if they're from associated educational facilities. The rules governing how we treat personal equipment change year after year. They can't realistically expect us not to attend. So you made her go in disguise. Looking pretty makes everything that much easier, don't you think? Oh, you cheeky. There you go, she cracked a smile. It's not me. The principal's the one who sent Mirisaki, and it's supposed to do her job anyway. You shouldn't say bitchy things like that so casually. Wow. Yuichi-san gives you these kind of jobs precisely because you say things like that, you know. You jelly! I know. She's got 1,000... What's that thing? The warrior with 1,000 faces or something? You don't even want to be understood. Let's talk about this some other time. Murasaki sometimes wears disguises. Once you get used to it, you should be able to tell it's her right away. She has that distinct look, like half sleepy. Oh, really? If you order her to laugh, she'll laugh, you know. Do it. Hirosaki, laugh. Oh. Alright, stop. Wow, that's nightmare fuel right there. See? Well, I am a ninja. Yeah, if you hear a bush laughing, you know, it might be suspicious. Okay. That's what's so amazing about Murasaki. When she's on the job, she even sleep in character. Sleep. Ninja 2! Go on, show me. Go on. Ugh. Oh, that's creepy. Hello. She's gonna use that at some point. I hope she does. You're excused. Really? There's always someone kicking up a great fuss in here. Yeah, I don't mind black tea. Bit of honey is nice. Yeah, that would be great, thanks. You're excused. Yeah, thanks. Good work. Thanks, will do. So, what did you want to ask me? You're asking about your relationship with Reina, wasn't it? Reina, did she do something? Oh, here we go. Ah, that. Thank you. No, it's okay. It's nothing important. Where should I begin? She claims that I bought her, but it'd be more accurate to say that I hired her. Ah. Right, I hired Reina to be my shooter. It's a long story, so I'll speak of the details. When SIRS were undergoing reform, a new rule was passed allowing every inspector to carry arms at all times. I've always been terrible with guns, but I was told by SIRS to carry one anyway. Being permitted to carry arms should mean that it's equally alright not to, but when I pointed that out, I was told to split hairs. Don't you think that's a little odd? Well, after that, they gave me a gun that was easy to fire and made all sorts of modifications to it to make it easier to aim. But I just couldn't help the fact that I was terrible with firearms. So she's your guard dog, basically. Like, she makes sure you're okay. Ultimately, I decided to have someone else do the shooting in my place and have them accompany me everywhere I went. That's basically the same as carrying a gun, right? So she's a bodyguard. Right, let me give you an example. A millionaire goes to purchase a luxury car from a fancy car dealership. He chooses the top grade model. The full works. And while he's being led to another room to sign the papers, the millionaire says the following. By the way, where can I buy a shuffler around here? If you're a bad driver, you can just hire a chauffeur. Fucking hell. Right? My hiring Reina is exactly the same. She came into my employ when she was still pretty young, so I guess this idea of her being bought has stuck with her. No, it isn't. She keeps saying you bought her because you picked her up at an auction crate. Oh, that story. They hold them overseas for bodyguards, mercenaries, and like the PMCs and other organisations with distinctive needs use them to buy their way to full street. Oh, jeez. Among the exhibitors are former terrorists and revolutionaries of questionable origin. If you're not careful, you can end up getting more than you bargained for. At one of these auctions, I found a company putting specially trained orphans up for sale. Reina was one of those children. Oh, shit. She did strike me as an intriguing kid during the inspection, but to think I'd actually end up buying her? Button? Yeah, that's right. At each booth in the bidding hall there were two buttons, one to raise your bid and another to cancel it. The exhibits were introduced on stage one after another. You pressed the former button to place a bid, and each exhibit was awarded to the highest bidder. The hall was extremely crowded that day, so I thought myself lucky to have scored an empty seat. When Reina's turn on the platform came along, I felt interested enough to place a bid on her, so I went ahead and pressed the button, only for it to get stuck. Oh no! I couldn't believe it. I desperately tried to pull the button back, but since I'd cut my nails the previous day, it wouldn't budge. With the button depressed the entire time, I watched the figure rise higher and higher, and then finally I managed to get it back out. Oh! So I was sitting down in the only free seat on the train only to find a puddle of vomit from some drunk right in front of you. I learned that day what an empty seat in a crowded place means. It was a valuable lesson. Jeez, this is getting really, not depressing, but quite sad. Well, she's a bit irritating sometimes, but she works hard. Though she's a bit irritating sometimes. Because she can be so irritating. Jeez. I don't quite understand. I don't have any idea how I might feel to buy a person at an auction. Well, it's actually quite frowned upon. And I can't really empathise with someone who could laugh off the internet like it was just another funny story. I know that world exists, but I doubt I'll ever be able to grasp it myself. Miss Arisaka, you serve as the Academy's window onto the outside world, in a manner of speaking. When a bunch of weirdos like us gather together in one place, they often don't realise what's so strange about each other. Yeah, but you act like it's normal, and it's not. We're extremely grateful when those teachers try to comprehend the school and its students. There's no need for you to agree with everything. Okay. I mean, not okay. Please don't forget that every student at the school is unusual in some way. Oh, they are adorable. They're sweet. That's in a large part down the principal's taste. Seems to be some exceptions though. Any girl, no matter how ugly they actually are, can end up looking oddly adorable if you keep insisting how cute they are. Then they start acting cute too. Girls are truly mysterious creatures. Well, she's not exactly ugly. I mean, she looks sweet, you know. No, you pay no attention to that dick. That's actually the first step of brainwashing, you know that? Kids are that susceptible to brainwashing, it will actually get stronger if you tell them they're strong. Yeah, right, it's not a very nice word, is it? You might say it's closer to subliminal messaging, actually. I call it motivating, but, you know, whatever floats your boat. When you tell a kid they're strong, subconsciously they stop feeling any embarrassment around that word and start putting it onto their training. It's the same when you tell a child they're cute. They subconsciously start trying to act that way. There are a bunch of cute girls here because that's the way the principal likes it, but don't you get the impression that they're all sort of who'd be more susceptible to subliminal messaging? I think you're looking too much into it, dude. In other words, the kids who don't instantly strike you as cute are actually the ones more resistant to brainwashing. Those who are resistant to subliminal messaging are better suited to complete psychological warfare. They never lose sight of themselves and they're not tempted to give in to their way immediate desires. People like that are useful in their own way. I wasn't necessarily talking about you, you know. You're the type who's super susceptible when it comes to subliminal messaging. You hadn't realised? With the cooking, for example? Oh, don't you dare. You're a good cook. You pay no attention. Chris now takes charge of making meals for all her housemates in the school dormitory, where she wasn't able to cook at all to begin with. She was only able to make eggy rice or add mayonnaise to canned tuna. Then one day Chris made this exquisite curry. Well, it's called learning. You know, I mean, you don't learn how to build a house in a day, do you? It was so delicious that everyone lavished her with praise, and ever since then, Chris has got better and better at cooking. But that's not subliminal messaging! No, she used to be cuter. I want to see a picture of her when she first joined the school. Sophia submitted with your entrance form. Look, her hair's all messy and she's wearing those door-clear glasses. Like she came straight up from the boonies, right? Isn't that little country bumpkin the cutest? Dude. Your hair's going down to your ass. You're the last person who should be making fun of someone. Can we see the picture? I'm interested now. Oh. Hey, this is the only copy. You better give it back later. Oh, you made her upset. You have pretty eyes. There you go. That's kind of twisted. Oh, God. There's always that pause. Hey, where are you going? I told you that's the only copy. Give it back. Well, you made fun of her. Yes, I promise. Jeez, what was that fuss all about? Well, you were being a dick. Really? She's a jack of all trades and master of none, and she ends up taking on all the worst jobs. Other kids are prioritised when it comes to applying for equipment subsidies and holidays. But she's not the kind to complain, so I end up putting her right at the bottom of the list for everything. I always feel bad about that, but Chris just smiles and says she doesn't mind. In my opinion, that's what's cute about her, though. Though if I ever said that in public, I get punched in the gut for sexual harassment, so I'll keep my mouth firmly shut. I feel sorry for Chris. I make her put up with so much and she's just so nice about it, you know? So it's fine. Strong-willed. Before we even get to what makes a kid strong, I just want to say, Chris can actually hold her own. She might not look it, but she's the scariest one in the class. Really? That's right. Raina may look strong since she's so tall and wears her heart on her sleeve, but she's actually the wimpiest in the class, a big crybaby, frankly. You must have noticed her behaviour is kind of childish, right? It's probably due to her upbringing. Her physical and mental maturity are a bit out of whack. That's only one part of it. It's not such a big issue, she's not really that abnormal. What you see is what you get. Tolka isn't quite as she appears. With the front she puts on, she looks rather violent, perhaps kind of rough around the edges. She's actually a total neat freak. If the books on the shelf are in order, she'll up and sort them herself, and she's been known to turn them to meetings an hour early. She irons all her clothes crisply and folds them corner to corner, and it's a mystery how she manages to fit everything in her work bag, like she's stacking tetraminos. I can't say that word. Her mother is German, so she maybe gets it from her. Technically, her first language is American English, which is why she speaks so informally, even to authority figures. To Japanese people, she can come across as blunt or a bit arrogant. I see. I'm not sure why, but she's always brimming with confidence, and she's a total wisecracker. She'd often try to act all grown up, and she's still basically a little kid. It's just impudence. You can lecture all you want, but she won't listen. She wants to try and get Toga to reflect on behaviour. You should just ignore her. Just look her in the eye and brush off whatever she says. She'll get riled up at first, but she'll calm down eventually. I'm the one who deserves your pity. It's me she's always kicking. You don't need to take notes or anything, okay? I'm just giving you my own views on the matter. Take them with a pinch of salt. Mirisaki. Yeah, she doesn't talk about herself much, in fact. She's a girl of very few words. She often uses her strange analogies, and it can be difficult to tell what she's thinking. Behind that blank expression of hers hide an array of emotions, but she's the type not to let them bubble up to the surface, so you really have to puzzle her out yourself. She's not bad at it, it's just that she thinks other people will get mad at her if she depends on them too much. But things are going well now, aren't they? Work is work. It's not so much a matter of them hiding their true selves. I'm sure they're just afraid of you reacting with it. Disappointed once you encounter that side of them. You're teaching the general course, so I don't think they look at you that way. They're special girls. There are lots of things you're still not used to, but you'll get the hang of it in no time.